Welcome back to LDB Games. I'm Lord Darth Balls, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. And in this video, I'm going to walk through the team that I used to beat floor 80 in the hard Doom Tower, ASTRANYX the Dark FAE. Let's get into it. So I'm not going to go through the boss mechanics. Feel free to check out the video I put out yesterday on hard floor 40, going through the full kit of the boss and how I use a relatively free-to-play friendly team to take her down. As we get to the harder teams, I have to pull out the big guns. And if you noticed from the screenshot, Hegemon comes in, and you might be thinking like, "What? Wait, that's kind of weird. He's an arena nuker." Well, he comes in for his unique passive. He always goes first, and the first goal in this fight is to take out the duplicate copies of me, because my champions can destroy me, right? And if I let them go, the fight's over. So I need my best chance of going first and taking out my team before anything happens in the fight. So that's why Hegemon comes in, and his A2 is a pretty big nuke the way I have him built. I don't care about anything else. I mean, block active skills comes in kind of handy because I don't seem to be able to take out Geo. I seem to be able to take out everyone else just fine. But then his A1 also brings a decreased speed on it, which is huge. I need to slow this boss down so that I can keep her turn meter down and prevent her from taking turns. So he's built in Savage with a broken set, dumb slow, about 6k attack, 270 crit damage, and 174 accuracy. Now that accuracy is low, right? Which is why I bring in, what's she in the vault? She's in the vault. I bring in Lady Kimmy. And Lady Kimmy comes in because she has an increased accuracy and an increased speed, which comes in super handy. Now, it also removes a random buff, taking away the perfect veil, and puts block buffs, preventing it from coming up again. She also has an AoE with a decreased accuracy and a decreased speed, in addition to a decreased turn meter, right? So she's bringing a lot of speed play here. Because again, I need to keep the turn meter down on this boss, otherwise she's just going to run train on my team. And the A1 has a chance of decreasing the target's turn meter. It's a 60% chance, but it's still something, right? And she also has this pretty cool passive that whenever this champion places a debuff, it also decreases that enemy's turn meter by 5% for each debuff placed. And then it also fills your champion's turn meters when they receive a debuff, which is a pretty cool passive. So she's got a lot of turn meter manipulation in her kit. Plus she's got a 30% aura in Doom Tower for speed, which is really nice. I got her built running fairly quick, 241 with enough accuracy to do the job herself, as well as, some decent effective HP. You'll notice I don't have a ring on her. I took this off so that I could take her out with my Hegemon. She tended to survive like just a little bit from my Hegemon's nuke. Allure is in here again. She was in my floor 40 team. She's coming in primarily for her A1, right? 3 chances of decreasing 25% for each crit, which is huge. Her A2 comes in pretty useful because it has some control, which is really nice for the waves, in addition to her ignore defense on her A3. I got her in Cruelty with a 5-star blessing to take down the boss's defense by 15%, which is really nice. Extra added damage. I bring in Cold Heart again for the, her kit. Right, how do I have her built? She's got, relatively fast with 100% crit rate, 242 crit damage, and enough accuracy to do the job. I bring in the same Cold Heart because I do, I could build a Cold Heart specifically for this and maybe change out Lady Kimmy for someone else. However, all of my Cold Hearts are built for damage, so I don't really want to reformat one of them right now. I could do that in the future. But she's coming in for her 100% turn meter reduce on her A3, as well as the damage it does, the damage her AoE does, which is pretty substantial for the waves and for the duplicate copies of my team, and her quad hitter, which can be pretty nice as well. And then I bring in Geo. Now, everybody knows Geo for the passive because it can put out a ton of damage. The passive is irrelevant in this fight. The only reason he's here is for the 100% turn meter reduction. It's actually not 100%. It's a fully depletes the turn meter, which is huge. So this is one of the keys to keeping the boss's turn meter down, right? If RNG works out in my favor, this boss won't get a turn. Usually she ends up getting like 1 or 2. In terms of masteries, I've got Hegemon coming down to Helm Smasher for the extra chance of ignoring defense, as well as down the support tree for the debuff chance, the extended debuff, as well as the increased chances of landing the debuff. So Sniper comes in really useful for his A1. It's not 100%, right? What's that? 20%, that's 55. So it puts it up to a 60% chance on a double hit of putting decreased speed, which is near 100%. So you're almost guaranteed that, which is really nice. I don't think I have masteries on Lady Kimmy. Nope. I've got a couple on Allure, Cold Heart. I brought her down to Flawless Execution. Really, the only necessary thing for me is the extra damage, right, that I get from the offense tree. I do get a little bit of accuracy from the support tree, but every little bit helps, right? And then Geomancer is pretty similar. The difference is I have him more of like a clan boss offense tree coming down to War Master. And then I fully kitted his support tree because I wanted the extra accuracy, the extra stats, the chance to reduce a random skill cooldown, the extra chance of landing decreased accuracy, the extra, the chance of extending the burn or the weaken on the enemy, all useful things for the kit. However, like I said, the only thing that matters in his kit is the 100% turn meter reduction. I realized I didn't go over his stats. He's running with enough accuracy to do the job, relatively quick, and some halfway decent effective HP. Not built for damage. So there's the team. Let's get into the AI, because again, the AI in this is super important. When you get to the boss, you want to be ready to go. So if we're looking at the AI here, Lady Kimmy on round 2, I don't want her using her A3, and I only want her using her A2 once, so that both of them are back for the boss fight. And then her natural AI puts out the increased accuracy first. So I don't touch that, I leave that alone. Allure round 2, I don't want her using her A2 after she uses it for the first time. Because I do want her to open with it on round 3, but then never use that or her A3 again, and A1 for the entire fight. Geomancer coming in, I don't want him using his Quicksand Grasp on the wave 2, because I want him opening with it. Well, not opening with it, but I want it to be back and ready. I actually have him opening with his A1 here, and then coming in with his A3 after that, and I have the A2 turned off. This A2 is useless in this fight, and with the mastery for the chance of reducing a cooldown, it helps me get back to this faster, and that fully deplete turn meter is super, super important in this fight. Cold Heart, the only thing that matters is that to not use her Heart Seeker on round 2, so that she pops out with it as soon as possible against the boss to reduce as much turn meter in the beginning as possible. And then Hegemon, I only want him using his A2 once, and then I don't want him using it again in round 2. I really want to, if I have him use this in round 2, sometimes he does enough damage for him not to have it back by round 3 because of how slow he is. But I need him to open with this against the boss to help take out the copies of my team. So that's it, guys. I'm going to put a clip of the run after this so you can check it out and see how it goes. Hope this helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out. I've been Lord Darth Balls. I'll catch you on the next video. Enjoy your raid.